All right, another top 25 matchup, North Carolina versus 25 Miami. North Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite here. Again, so we made the comment earlier about Miami quite literally fumbling the game away last week to Georgia Tech. All they had to do was kneel it, sit on it, run the clock out. You were inside 40 seconds with the ball. Georgia Tech had no timeouts. You run it, you fumble. Well, you don't fumble, but they rule it a fumble. Georgia Tech goes down the field, scores in 3 plays, takes the lead with 2 seconds left.
And he slid before he hit the end zone, by the way. I just want to put that out there, too.
He gave himself up.
He did. His slide started before the end zone. That's all I'm going to say.
Look, dude, I'm with you, but you get no sympathy from me.
Oh, no, I'm not sympathizing at all.
Yeah.
You take the knee and you win the game.
Yeah.
But
look, I can acknowledge I haven't studied the slide. Like, I don't know if he was actually if he gave himself up early. I don't know. He may have. But we've all seen it. We've seen the play where they fumbled it, right? He was down. He was for sure down. But at the same time, you don't deserve to have it. Sit on it. Take a knee. That's respect the game enough to take a knee and not run the freaking play, and that's how you lose games. So at the end of the day, you get no sympathy from me. That it sucks to lose that way. I feel horrible for the players on that team. Getting a loss like that is miserable, but it is what it is, man.
Especially with the season they were having.
Yeah, and Tyler Van Dyke's been playing out of his mind all year. He gets a chance to redeem himself. North Carolina just hung 40 points this week. They have, they get one of their best receivers back. Tez, they get Tez back. He missed the first 5 games of the year due to ineligibility because the NCAA is a joke. Then they randomly just ruled him eligible, so he got to play last week. But look, Miami's got everything to play for here. They now have a loss. They can't afford to lose anymore. They have a big win over Texas A&M. A win over North Carolina this week would kind of right the ship, get them going in the right direction here. It would really shake up the ACC to have both Miami and North Carolina with not only a loss but conference losses. It would have Florida State sitting really pretty because Clemson has 2 conference losses right now with Duke and Florida State. So things get really tricky. You start looking at, okay, is Louisville a team that's going to find themselves in the ACC championship? Is Florida State for sure going to find themselves in the ACC championship because they still have to play a couple teams? They still got to play Miami. You know what I mean? So it gets tricky. I think I'm looking for a big, big day from Tyler Van Dyke here. I'm also looking for a big day from Drake Maye. If Duke puts up 40 points this week, they win. That being said, Miami's defense, Miami has the number 1 rush defense in the entire country right now, that's great, right? That's a great stat to have. Running the ball is not necessarily North Carolina's forte. They like to air it out. Drake Maye is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He's projected top 5 draft pick this year. They're going to put the ball in the air. So it's a good matchup offensively for North Carolina. Now, just about anything is a good matchup offensively for anybody playing North Carolina because North Carolina's defense is just simply not great. They weren't last year. We expected with the transfers they were bringing in that they were going to fix some of their defensive problems, but the chemistry is not all there. They haven't been great defensively. I think this is a quarterback duel all the way through. I'm not mad that it's a 1-possession spread, but I do think North Carolina ends up winning. Thoughts?
I'm going to ride with Miami on this one. I'm going to disagree with you. I think that Miami just comes out after last week, and for some reason I just have a feeling they're just going to come out and they're just going to not dominate, but they're going to play their best games. Tyler Van Dyke's going to go off. That defense is going to go off, and I think that they find a way to squeeze out a win here.
Miami's?
Yes.
Yep. I don't necessarily disagree.
You do, though. Stick by it. You disagree with me. It's okay.
No, but I don't necessarily disagree with the statement you made. I disagree in the outcome. I think North Carolina wins. But judging by what you said, I think that's a fair argument. I think North Carolina is probably – I think North Carolina is a better team. Offensively, maybe not defensively. They're certainly not better than Miami defensively, but I think offensively there's more firepower. They can go put up more points. I think that's the whole scheme for North Carolina is you go out there, you go – this is going to sound dumb, right, because every team is go out there and score more points, right? But I think it's just it's a track race from the first snap. North Carolina's looking to drop 60 on Miami. Are they going to do that? Probably not. But if they can go put up 38, 41 points, they win. And I think they have more potential to do that than Miami does.
Fair point.